Newshub can reveal the government is poised to announce a major change to banking, which experts say will provide customers with more competition while slashing the bank's profits.
It comes after the Prime Minister slammed banks over their huge profits last night. And there are increasing calls for her to back up the criticism with an inquiry. Political reporter Amelia Wade has the exclusive details.
The bank's big bucks smackdown.
What we're seeing currently, I don't think is justifiable. You asked for a view and I shared it and I stand by it.
But the bank's boasting almost $10 billion in pre-tax profits, not necessarily bad, says this bank's boffin.
If the banks aren't making a profit, it means that they're making a loss, and that's when banks fail.
The plea for the Prime Minister to back up her big words with a profit probe reaching Parliament.
It's utterly hypocritical of Jacinda Ardern and Grant Robertson not to have an independent review of the Reserve Bank and monetary policy actions that have contributed and led to large bank profits.
What we do have is a Reserve Bank that plays a regulatory and supervisory role with our banks.
And that banker who oversees the bank's Reserve Bank Governor, Adrian Orr, today keeping his job for another 5-year term.
We do need continuity and stability at this time.
But while the government isn't making moves on a review, it has been working on something for the last year, which would have a massive impact on massive bank bottom lines: open banking.
You can move your bank account and all the details, all your direct debits and so on, you can move it between banks very quickly.
No, open banking doesn't mean every Tom, Dick and Harry have access to your bank accounts. It's about data sharing and is very common overseas.
So they can shop around for better banking deals.
It creates a flood of competition, a huge win for anyone with a bank account.
And it also brings bank profits down. The evidence seems to indicate about 10%.
Simplicity's Sam Stubbs says open banking is a silver bullet. He's done some calculations about what it would mean in Aotearoa.
That is about $1.9 million a day, or almost $2 million a day, that New Zealanders would be saving if we had open banking.
And Newshub understands the government has the solution ready to go. Why not pull the trigger?
Oh look, I'm not ready to make any announcements today.
No announcements today, but soon.
Kia ora, Amelia. I guess the question we all want to ask is, how soon?
Very soon. A government source says there could be an announcement as soon as this week, but they say this is complex and so will take years to implement. But this has been part of a wider piece of work about consumer data sharing. So it has been consulted on, and while the 4 major banks declined to be interviewed today, we understand that they are pretty well good to go and are essentially waiting for the government to make them do this. But there has also been a hold-up on the government end as it tries to work out how to communicate this, because while it's transformational, open banking sounds scary and so is often misunderstood. But now, behind the scenes in the Beehive, there's a scurry to get this out quickly to capitalise on the public outrage over those massive bank profits.
Amelia Wade live from Parliament. Tēnā koe.